We have had one of the most explosive altcoin weeks that we have seen in the recent times, and we are getting so much closer to a full-blown altcoin season. We are seeing incredible news for the markets as USA and China are reaching this trade deal, and the trade war might be ending. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how much higher Bitcoin is likely to go in this cycle. What are the biggest news that are happening right now as we see major corporations are piling into the Bitcoin space? So we have a lot to discuss over the next 5 to 7 minutes. Let's buckle up and go straight into the content. So we are seeing incredible news as the Secretary Scott Bessent said, we have reached an agreement on a 90 days pause and substantially moved down the tariff levels, both sides, US side and China side. So this is tremendous news for both stocks, the equities, and of course in the crypto space. We're seeing this week has been absolutely incredible for the altcoins. Some meme coins exploding, with Dogwiz had more than 100% profits, Pepe more than 64% profits at the time of recording of this video. You can see the stocks are also, for the majority, are doing great, and this is incredible news of the trade war potentially is ending, and we might see if US and China is reaching a trade deal, which was announced in Geneva. What about the other countries? They're gonna be like popcorn coming left and right, new trade deals, and it's going to not just calm down the market, cause the stock market to increase, but it also can significantly affect to the upside the crypto market. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has reached $105,000, and if you look at the weekly, we almost had the weekly close at the highest ever weekly close, and we are so close to creating the discovery price mode for Bitcoin, right? We're inches away from it, and right now Bitcoin is trading $101,000. We might looking at some potentially rejection zone once again, because I do not expect it from the very first time of we've been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row in the green, that we're just going to smash the previous all-time high that quickly, that easily. So I don't see it happening. We do see a little bit of rejection coming in, but on a MACD we flipped on bullish momentum, and right now let's see if we are gonna, this $100,000 level, if we're going to basically maintain that and we can consolidate a little bit in this region, it's going to be very, very good. Like anywhere from here, $98,000 to $100,000, and then boom, smash to the upside. Ethereum has also had one of the craziest weeks ever, when we've seen Ethereum jump from $1,800 to $2,580 so quickly. By 44%, it exploded. Ethereum back into the zone, right now, facing a little bit of rejection, a little bit of resistance around these areas of $2,450 approximately, which is not something that is unusual after such a massive move to the upside. So what we're seeing right now, the strategy where a company acquired $1.34 billion at $100,000 per Bitcoin, which means that they look at $100,000 as cheap. This is cheap Bitcoin, man. They're seeing Bitcoin going to multiple hundreds of thousands and even multiple millions of dollars, acquiring at $100,000. That's exactly why they're buying it. You can see over here that the Trump advisor David Bailey raises over $700 million for new Bitcoin treasury company called Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto. And it wants to be the next MicroStrategy. These companies are popping left and right. Previous week it was the 21 company, that because 21 million Bitcoin ever can exist. So these companies are, they want to be like Michael Saylor. They want to be like MicroStrategy. They're holding 568,840 BTC. Michael Saylor is holding more Bitcoin with his company than US and China combined. So this is like incredible. We see Coinbase just said Bitcoin ETF inflows will explode soon, while advisors can recommend them. So Bitcoin ETF has been a very successful product, and essentially all this time since February 2024, all the success of the Bitcoin ETFs and the multi-$70 billion flows into the product has been achieved without the advisors, financial advisors, going into the field and actually being allowed to be talking about recommending the Bitcoin ETF. So imagine when that is gonna happen, right? Big things. MicroStrategy said, we believe a future is coming where every balance sheet, public or private, holds Bitcoin. Nakamoto seeks to be the first publicly traded conglomerate designed to accelerate that. We're seeing $12 billion Bitwise saying Bitcoin exchange don't have enough supply to meet the high demand. And also countries will buy Bitcoin soon. So we're seeing $2 trillion at the market open has been added today, which is of course a very good thing. $110 billion Van Eck says sovereigns, like the state-owned funds, sovereign funds, will aggressively buy and use Bitcoin soon. It's going to multiple millions. The CEO of Coinbase saying US government will own over $600 billion in Bitcoin, which is triple of what they are holding right now. He knows something because he was in the White House. So you know this is coming. So Ethereum is back into the zone, reclaiming 5-year trend line it has deviated from. And the MACD is flipping bullish on the weekly chart. So very good news for Ethereum. We might snap into the new highs following this move. And the SEC and the BlackRock, which is the largest financial company in the world, is collaborating on the topic of discussing tokenization plans. So this is incredible, and this is what essentially is going to propel the whole industry to a whole new level. As in terms of how high Bitcoin price can go, if you look at a Pi cycle top indicator, when the green line, orange line, to put simply, converges, this is all the time, every cycle, it signifies the top of the cycle of the bull market reached. So right now, the green line is sitting on $157,000, which means we can go as high as that, maybe even higher, who knows? But this is the point that I will be personally very cautious myself. So this is it for the news today. Subscribe to the channels. Let me know in the comment, are you buying altcoins? Because altcoin season is here. We are seeing, if you look at the dominance, let's take a look at the dominance 1 second, the Bitcoin dominance. We're seeing this trajectory started going down, right? Whenever we see Bitcoin dominance might be like here, the beginning, going down, which means altcoins to be exploding up. So that's what I want to share with you today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next episode of Vitaly the Being Crypto Show.